Good morning on this dreary, cloudy, gray start to this Sunday. Thanks so much for checking in with us. Hope your day is off to a great start. We are here to get you updated on some of our news and our weather here, what's happening in Metro Atlanta. I'm Megan Packer. If you joined us earlier today for Atlanta News First Sunday morning, you saw that it's a pretty busy day. We've got a lot of events happening across Metro Atlanta, so we just want to get you caught up on what we are tracking. We did have one case out of Atlanta overnight involving a teenage gunshot victim. We had a crew here on the scene overnight as police look for the person who shot a 17-year-old overnight. Police say that the victim ran to this apartment complex that you see here. This is on Mount Zion Road in southwest Atlanta. Around 2 o'clock this morning, that teenage victim was taken to the hospital in critical condition. But at last check with Atlanta police, no word on any arrests as they try to figure out who shot the teen and what led up to the violence. And it also comes as there is another gun violence rally being planned for today. We hear of a lot of different groups from time to time will hold these. We just hear from, advocates and also police in the community a lot, just that people are too quick to turn to guns to try to solve their resolutions. And a lot of times these cases that we've been seeing recently, according to police, it's people who know each other, they get into a fight and they pull out guns. So again, they're still looking into the circumstances surrounding this teen victim, but we will keep you updated throughout the day as we learn more from Atlanta police. Something else we talked about this morning was in your health headlines. We're talking COVID shots and flu shots. We had a crew at a CVS pharmacy this morning as they talked to us about the new COVID booster that is available. It is rolling out across the country right now. CVS tells us that all of their pharmacies will have the new shots available sometime next week, but some spots in Atlanta already have them. So go ahead, call your pharmacist where you normally go to get your vaccines. Ask them if they have the new booster available. The FDA and the CDC authorized Pfizer and Moderna's updated vaccines last week. Here's what someone with CVS told us this morning.
Virus comes out, it's rapidly mutating. So that's why we have the different variants that come out each year, not just with COVID-19, but also with flu, pneumonia, and things of that nature because it's a virus. So we want to make sure when those new vaccines roll out that we are protecting the ones that are most typical for that time frame.
The Writers Guild of America and major Hollywood studios say they plan to resume negotiations as soon as next week. We have tracked this story for a while for you. The movie and TV writers have been on strike for 5 months now, the longest in the union's history. The two sides cannot agree on several issues, including residuals from streaming shows and artificial intelligence. And it is not just the writers on strike. Actors are also on strike. They've been on strike now for a couple of months, and this has just brought this industry to a halt. This is a major industry in Georgia, in Metro Atlanta. Quite a ripple effect affecting a lot of people that work in that industry. Of course, as we keep an eye on those talks, we'll pass along what we learn. In Buckhead, there is a store that has been around for more than 100 years, 114 years to be in fact, and they are getting ready to close their doors. This is Benny's Shoes on Piedmont Road, and right now they're selling off all of their inventory as they prepare to close at the end of the month. The same family has owned this shop that started as a repair and polishing store and then started selling shoes. Some well-known names have shopped there, including the late Congressman John Lewis and Andre 3000 from Outkast. And again, Benny's is planning to close at the end of the month. I think a lot of people would say that is certainly an end of an era. All right, the rain will clear out eventually if you were heading out to Music Midtown. Let's listen a little bit to some of the tunes from yesterday. You can see people had their ponchos on. It was muddy, yes, but they did not let it stop them from having a good time. They were out there for day 2 of the beloved festival. Billie Eilish took the stage yesterday, the 1975. Tonight it's Guns N' Roses and Lil Baby, some of the big names to close it out. It will be much drier for this final day. And just a reminder, if you are going out there for this last day of Music Midtown, 10th Street is closed to cars between Monroe Drive and the Rainbow Crosswalks at Piedmont Avenue. new. So have a great time. We hope you enjoy it if you head out there. Always a good time. Take your pick, really, of the different events. There's an artist market set up at Buckhead Village today. So we had a bunch of touch a truck events yesterday for the kids. So really, people were dodging the raindrops all day. Let's talk about how it's looking for our Sunday, because this is what it looks like in downtown right now. So it is gloomy and dreary. But First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi is here, and you've got good news for us. This will not be all day, right?
Right, yeah. You might be looking at this and saying, oh, not again. But thankfully, we are going to start to see skies clear through the day today. We'll see more sunshine, a nice breeze. And thankfully, for the most part, the rain is done for the day today. Could maybe have an isolated storm this afternoon, but for the most part, it'll be a dry day with lots of sunshine as we make our way through the next few hours. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Hopefully you tried to stay, or you were able to stay dry yesterday. It was quite damp, wasn't it? Picked up about 1/10 of an inch to 1.5 inches for the most part across Metro. Some spots a little more than that, but the rain is now out, and we actually did have some fog this morning. That early morning rain condensed at the surface in the form of fog. So we are dealing with some low-lying clouds, also some patchy fog this morning. But if you are headed to Music Midtown, speaking of, later today, the gates do open at 11, so just under an hour now. It should still be pretty cloudy at that point, and expect mostly cloudy skies even by noon. I think our skies will really start to clear as we head past lunchtime today, so 2, 3 o'clock we'll start to have more partly cloudy skies, and then mostly sunny skies as we head towards 5 o'clock. And around 3 to 6 p.m. is when we could have the chance for maybe an isolated storm as we wait for a cold front. So as that front passes through, it'll help clear our skies, it'll offer us a breeze, but we could also have maybe a stray thunderstorm as well through the afternoon. So our morning rain this morning, thanks to a weather system that had been stalled to our south for quite some time. Now it's finally starting to get some legs and move on out. And that low in particular helped kind of pull in moisture around it and offer us that rain. Now all that rain off in the Carolinas and parts of far southeast Georgia. That front now starting to sink into Tennessee, offering some rain just north of the Memphis area, moving towards the Nashville area. But for the most part, we're going to be rain-free from that front, again, with the exception of maybe an isolated storm. So today, down to our south, so in central Georgia, there is the chance for maybe some severe weather. Again, thankfully, the timing of our rain and storms today is going to work in our favor where we're not worried about severe weather. By 2 o'clock, again, I think we should have more sunshine in the forecast. It's going to be breezy. That front moves in as we head through the evening hours. And again, maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm for the evening tonight, maybe as early as about 3 o'clock. But for the most part, we'll be dry with more sunshine today. Temperatures will climb into the upper 70s to low 80s, so the timing of that front not necessarily going to work in our favor temperature-wise today. It'll still be warm, so if that front moved in this morning, we'd have that cooler air ushering in while we're starting to heat up. That's not the case. We're going to heat up plenty before that front moves in, so upper 70s to low 80s today. Again, that breeze. The humidity will also drop through the evening tonight, so if you do have plans to go to Music Midtown today, you have dinner plans with family and friends, it's going to be a really, really nice night out there. Tomorrow morning, start of a new work and school week, low 50s for some of the northern mountain areas, or mountainous counties, upper 50s for a lot of our suburbs, low 60s inside the perimeter, low humidity. It's going to be just a beautiful, beautiful start to the week. Overnight lows will stay in the upper 50s to low 60s just about all week long. Mid 60s Friday morning, but most of the suburbs again still in the low 60s. The humidity will generally stay low. Friday we could have some more cloud cover around, as well as Saturday. We'll watch for this low that could develop off the coast, and that would offer us more cloud cover, which will keep us a little cooler to round out the week, but it could also offer us a rain chance on Saturday, which is the official start of fall, I believe. It's Friday or Saturday, but fall is around the corner. Next 6 days, high temperature-wise, low 80s, 81 again the next couple of days, and then we'll be again in the low 80s, maybe some mid-80s. We have one model in particular that's a little warmer this week, but nonetheless near average, definitely not extremely above average, and that humidity, again, going to stay low for us. So today, expect decreasing clouds. All these really thick clouds out there right now should start to burn off in the next few hours. We'll have partly cloudy skies through the first half of the day, then mostly sunny skies through the evening before sunset, of course. And through the overnight, mostly clear. A beautiful morning tomorrow ahead of a gorgeous afternoon. Again, low 80s the next couple of days. And we'll stay dry all the way through Friday. Saturday is kind of up in the air. Again, we'll watch a low to maybe develop off the coast, and the position of that will ultimately determine if we have a rain chance
chance on Saturday. So for now, we'll keep a 20% coverage of showers, but we could increase that. We could drop that. So just something we'll be keeping an eye on. In the meantime, though, just a beautiful week ahead. Get out and enjoy it. Take the kids to the playground this week. Go for an extra long walk, whether it's just yourself or with your dog. It's just going to be great. Get all the fall flavored things. Maybe get some yard work done, because I know that needs to happen at my house after all the rain. We've been waiting for some dry weather. So this week, you'll have plenty of opportunity to get whatever your heart desires done. That includes the outdoors. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for spending some time with us this morning for your news headlines and, of course, your forecast. We always appreciate it. Make it a wonderful Sunday. Enjoy the beautiful weather on the way once we get these clouds on out of here. And we'll catch you here next time.